Hi guys, I am Dr. Kamlesh Golab, HOD of Physiology Department in Anantrao Kuncha Homeopathy Medical College, Ayapata. Many times students are asking me questions regarding internal capsule. Sir, what is internal capsule? What is thalamus? What are basal ganglia? So today we will try to discuss on the exact location of internal capsule and basal ganglia and what exactly function of internal capsule and basal ganglia. So let us start with this discussion. So internal capsule, it is a broad and compact band of afferent and efferent fibers which connect cerebral cortex with brainstem and spinal cord. Okay, so this internal capsule here you can see it is a band, broad band which connects cerebral cortex with brainstem and spinal cord. So internal capsule present somewhere here. Okay, in between thalamus and this is basal ganglia. So next part situation. Internal capsule is situated in between thalamus and caudate nucleus on middle side and thalamus and lenticular nucleus on lateral side. Again you can see this one. So on medial side you can see the internal capsule is present in between thalamus and caudate nucleus somewhere here, and on lateral side it is present in between thalamus and lenticular nucleus. So lenticular nucleus is consist of putamen and globus pallidus. So what is this putamen globus pallidus? This together it forms lenticular nucleus and caudate nucleus. So these are part of basal ganglia. Now next question comes, what are the basal ganglia? So basal ganglia are present in cerebral cortex and these are paired masses of gray matter which is present in white matter. So you can see these basal ganglia. These are paired masses present on right side as well as on left side. These putamen globus pallidus together it forms lenticular nucleus. So lenticular nucleus present on right side as well as left side. In the same way, caudate nucleus is present on both sides. That's why it is called as paired masses of gray matter which are present in white matter. So this is thalamus. All of you know thalamus very well. So internal capsule it present in between situation it is present in between thalamus and caudate nucleus on medial side and thalamus and lenticular nucleus on lateral side. So it present in between thalamus and caudate nucleus here and thalamus and lenticular nucleus somewhere here on lateral side. So this is exact location of internal capsule. Now next question comes, why to study internal capsule? What is the significance of the study of internal capsule? So for that we will try to understand divisions of internal capsule. This internal capsule consists of four divisions. That is anterior division of internal capsule, posterior division of internal capsule, genu of internal capsule, and caudate portion. That is the last portion of internal capsule. Now we will try to study all these four parts in detail. Okay. So anterior limb of internal capsule, it is very short and present in between caudate nucleus and lenticular nucleus. Again, we will take help of another next diagram. So this is anterior limb of internal capsule. It is very short division. All of you can see. Okay. So this is short division and present in between caudate nucleus. That is a one nucleus which belongs to basal ganglia, and lenticular nucleus. This white one is lenticular nucleus. Okay. So in between these two nucleus present anterior limb of a internal capsule, and this anterior limb is consist of frontopontine fibers and thalamic radiations. Okay. So next question, next part of a internal capsule is posterior limb. So this posterior limb, it is very long as compared with anterior limb, and it present in between thalamus and lenticular nucleus. So what is this posterior division or limb? So this posterior limb, it is longer as compared with anterior limb, and it is present in between thalamus and this lenticular nucleus. Okay, so this is a posterior limb. Then next question, next part comes, that is genu of internal capsule and caudal portion of internal capsule. So genu part it is present in between anterior and posterior limb somewhere here. Okay, so this genu is present in between anterior limb of a internal capsule and posterior limb, that is genu part, and caudal portion, cauda in the thing but tail present at the lower part of the internal capsule. So why to study this internal capsule in detail? What is the significance? So it contains this internal capsule is consist of important sensory and motor tracts. So which sensory and motor tracts are present in internal capsule? So this anterior limb, if you observe carefully, it consists of frontopontine fibers and anterothalamic radiation. If you observe carefully this genu part, which is present in between anterior and posterior limb, this genu is consist of corticobulbar tracts, and this posterior limb very important part of internal capsule. It consists of uh, sensory and motor fibers. Okay, that is called as ascending and descending fibers. Ascending fibers are sensory, which is shown uh, in this diagram by pink color, and motor are descending, which is shown in this diagram with blue color. So these posterior limb is mainly consist of sensory tracts such as corticospinal fibers or corticospinal tract, corticorubral tract, and the motor fibers. These descending tracts, which are consist of all motor fibers, that is upper motor neuron. And genu is consist of corticobulbar tract. Applied physiology of internal capsule. Applied physiology of internal capsule, it is very important to study applied physiology of internal capsule, because this is a region where all sensory and motor tracts they comes together, and sensory tracts comes together starting from cerebral cortex. They comes together and runs in the brainstem. In the same way, motor tracts also they comes together starting from cerebral cortex. So that's why the physiology, applied physiology, it you can see the lesion which is caused is because of thrombosis and hemorrhage. So, if thrombosis is going to obstruct the blood flow to the internal capsule uh, by obstruction to the middle cerebral arteries, and hemorrhage, it is going to cause bleeding in the that to the because of increase of blood pressure, it is going to cause bleeding to the middle cerebral arteries, and directly it is going to give lesion to the internal capsule. So we will try to study if there is lesion to the anterior limb, what is going to happen? It is going to cause widespread disability of sensory and motor functions. Okay, this if there is lesion to the posterior limb because of either thrombosis or embolism, so it is going to cause disorders. These three disorders you should remember: contralateral hemianesthesia. It is loss of sensation in opposite side of the body. Why opposite again? Because all of you know why this contralateral word is coming again and again, because the middle oblongata is present below this internal capsule, and in middle oblongata there is a decussation, that is crossing of all sensory and motor tracts. That's why lesion takes place. If lesion takes place in the internal capsule, the manifestation comes on opposite side of the body. So this contralateral hemianesthesia, loss of sensation in opposite side of the body, and contralateral hemihypthesia, there is abnormal sensation in opposite side of the body, again due to the medullary decussation, and hemiplegia, it is paralysis of upper and lower limb, again on opposite side of the body, opposite side of the lesion in the internal capsule. If there is lesion at genu, it is going to cause alteration in motor activities on opposite side, because genu contains corticobulbar fibers. And if there is injury at caudal portion, it is going to cause some manifestations of ear and that of vision. That is called as hemianopia. That is blindness over half of the visual field, and deafness. It is also going to cause deafness, because of involvement of auditory and visual fibers. Along with this visual and ear problems, this lesion to the caudal portion, it is also going to cause contralateral hemianesthesia, that is loss of sensations. So I think now idea of internal capsule is clear to you. So this with the help of this you can study tracks in detail. Okay.